Okay, so we're gonna do a little walkthrough of this David Brown tractor. Hi, boys. And I'll tell you everything that's wrong with it and what's good about it. What's good about it is it's cheap horsepower and it's really cheap on diesel fuel. It is a 1964 David Brown 880 Implementic. It comes with a loader, has a trip bucket. The trip bucket needs the one bracket straightened out, and it has a spear missing, so easy fix if you're good with a welder. This loader does come off fairly easy. You just pull one pin there, the other one there, and then these cylinders pivot up into the hole there. It's kind of like the very first quick attach loader, I guess. It's nothing quick about it, but it still does the job. Biggest problem with this tractor, it needs rear tires. They're worn out. Their rims are getting rusty. They still hold air. I've used them for years like this for a long time. Now you can see the battery box has rotted out over the years, and that will need to be fixed before you can use it. That's a pretty easy fix if you're handy with a welder. I was going to fix it, but we bought a brand new Massey Ferguson over there. You can't really see it anyway. So it does have a 2-speed PTO. I believe it's 540 and 1,000, I believe. The bush hog is a Howes. I don't know what year it is. It's got 2 brand new blades last year. It works good. You could put a shear pin in here. I just stuck a bolt. That's all I had, and I just had to get the job done, so it went like that. Secondary clutch on this tractor is stuck, which means to start the bush hog, you have to start the tractor first, then once it gets running, warmed up, shut it off, and then engage the bush hog and then start it up again. It's not a big deal. I use it for years. It's either an adjustment or it's rust hit there. I don't know. I tried to adjust it one time in here, but I couldn't figure it out. So maybe it's a quick fix. I don't know. I just didn't care to bother. I used this tractor many years for piling hay. I had it on a small square baler. Did its job really well. She's been pretty good old tractor. Got nothing to complain about it. Except now, you know, it's just little things when we're trying to pile hay in the barn now. We need a bigger tractor that can get rid of this manure and everything else. So this one's just not doing it. So we went and bought a new one, and this one's up for grabs. Now the transmission has a little leak on the side here. It's like a drip, minute, very minute amount, but you have to keep an eye on the oil level. I mean, it doesn't piss right out of there. So anyway, the oil fill is here, dipstick's there. It has a high-low range 4-gear, or sorry, I think it's a 4-gear or 3-gear, something like that. Anyway, can't remember. What else? The starter goes click click once in a while. It's not a big deal. It does charge. The other thing is when you're using it, when you come to idle, the oil light might flicker on, but it's nothing because I checked the oil pressure. It needs a sensor right there on top of that oil filter. Oil filters are cheap at Napa. You can buy them for less than $15. It does take 30 weight motor oil in the transmission and the engine, and this causes some trouble in the wintertime if you're trying to use it. I never use it in the wintertime because that thick oil, it doesn't work very good or at all. So that's don't expect it to work, the hydraulics to work at all in the wintertime. It will start up to -10 as long as you have a good battery in it, and if you plug it in, it'll start even easier. It's got a block heater right there. I think it's an inline hose type. And what else can I say about it? The muffler, you know, it's seen its better days. It needs a rad cap, I believe. It should have an overflow jug on the side, but I usually, before I bush hog, I fill it up. I never had the problem. It usually runs about 180 in the hot summer. I had to put a new thermostat in it so I could tell. It's got about 4,700 hours on it. Yeah, it's a cheap diesel tractor. You want to get the job done, this is it. But it does need some work, and I'm not going to lie to anybody about this, so you can't come back on me and say I didn't tell you so. But it is a cheap diesel tractor, and for the horsepower you get and the fuel economy you get, You know, it's got 2 brand new tires on the front too. I don't know if I mentioned that. This is my second go at this video because the batteries ran out. All right, so that's it in a nutshell. It's not a brand new tractor. If you want a brand new tractor, Coyote, you can get a 45 horse with a loader for about 20 grand. You can get that Case IH the Massey we just bought over there. That is 74 horsepower. That's about 41,000. But anyway, there she is. I don't know what else I can tell you about it. It's been a faithful tractor over the years. I had it for my kids, so I might have had it 15, 20 years maybe. Anyway, there you go. It's in a nutshell.